Okay, this is our kefir making tutorial on a Saturday night with some delicious beer and our fresh kefir grains. We're going to dump the kefir into this bowl and then extract the largest of the grains. Go ahead, Sylvia, and dump the kefir.
Should I use a teaspoon?
We're not going to use the strainer yet, actually. We're going to put it first in here and hand pick the fattest and juiciest pieces out so that they don't come into contact with metal. We like to avoid metal.
This is not the normal way you normally do it.
This is a new way I've invented.
Just thought of it now.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, how much?
All of it.
How many
Just dump
seconds?
it.
Oh, really? All of it?
Yeah, you dump all of it.
Oh, sorry. No cussing.
This is gonna be so fun to watch tomorrow.
Now there's some residual left in here. You can either scrape it with your hand or rinse it down the sink. Considering that this is not a whole lot of residual, I'm going to go ahead and rinse it for the sake of time. But oh my god, you just put chlorinated tap water in the jar. So what, man? Just live your life.
Oh.
And here we go.
Did you wash your hands, Alex?
I did.
When?
About 10 minutes ago.
How many things
Did I see you scratch yourself after that?
The thing about this is that there's so much alkalinity happening in here that it's very difficult for bad bacteria to thrive and propagate.
Si quieres hacer video en español.
So it looks pretty chunky, and that's basically the grains in there mixed with the milk.
Good?
Yeah.
Chunky is good.
Chunky.
Yes, chunky is good.
Chunky is good.
It's all about that base. About that base.
All about that chunky.
This is a pretty healthy looking piece.
So
It's got
seriously, we're gonna just pick up
a lot of base to it, and I would keep this one from the metal. So we're gonna go ahead and set this in our new jar. And so would you please pull a new jar out of the cupboard here?
A new jar?
Yeah. That one right there works. Veganese jar. Big one. Perfect. Okay, so this little guy is not gonna touch any metal today. It's just gonna touch glass. Whee! There he goes. And I just like to save some of them. Ooh, this is a big happy papa right there.
Big happy papa.
Okay, so that goes in there.
I like how you call him you big happy papa.
So we have a little baby, a papa and a mama. That's a good one.
Oh,
that's me.
And then we have...
Looks like they're all pretty big.
Oh man, that's so good.
It's not gross.
It's a little
cool.
Okay.
They're just grains.
They're grains.
So I think that would be more or less enough to save from the metal. And the rest can be sifted through the strainer to save yourself some time, because this is very time consuming.
Yeah.
And
Who has this kind of time?
It just
Alex normally doesn't do this.
It just depends.
This is supposed to be a tutorial.
On how much time
Tutorial if you want to
you
waste
want to
your
spend.
time.
Why are you teaching them this?
Well, listen. As these pieces grow bigger, eventually you'll be able to run your kefir with only several large globules, and then you can hand extract them much more easily without having such smaller bits.
And this is why we have this tutorial for you today.
This is a transition from small bit kefir to large clumpy kefir.
Yeah,
That's the title of
large
this tutorial.
clumpy.
So the next phase in this process is to remove it from the bowl so that we can sift it. So you just kind of freewheel it over here.
Ah.
Slow ride.
Get pretty good at this after a few years. After a few beers, you get less good at it.
It's so bad. Hold on, zoom in.
So funny when she's laughing.
That'll smell. It's not the end of the world.
You get really good at this. All over the place.
And then we do a quick chlorinated water rinse. Oh my god. Yes, you can use filtered water if you're super duper perfectionist. Today,
But really, you just need to chill out, man.
today we're not. We're having fun on a Saturday night. here is the next phase. You get your strainer and you just pop the grains in there.
Oh wow.
And then you have to go like this.
And then you feel it up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's actually really cool
That is cool.
when it works.
So it comes through here.
So this is what you would do
This is
normally.
normal.
Yeah,
Normally,
like you would skip
yeah.
the first 10 minutes of the video.
Okay, we'll make a note
We're
of
at
that in the
5:21
notes.
right now.
Okay, at 5:21, where the magic happens.
If you have things to do, start at 5:21.
You have a life. 5:21.
Wow, check that out.
Yeah, it's
So-
just the grains.
You're getting it all over my shirt.
As the liquid drops off, we're left with a healthy
all over my pants.
group of Kefir
You can't tell
grains.
this.
Wow, look at those grains.
And we're gonna give some to our friend here.
You're gonna let her make
to
them?
Take it home and give it a try. So would you
Oh,
please open the
wow.
cabinet again and get that small 4-ounce ball jar right there? Say hello to Spider-Man.
This
for
little
me.
guy? This
Yes.
little guy?
We'll go ahead and
Spider-Man. Where's
bring that
Spider-Man?
over here. I'll drop it right in.
Oh,
That's me.
Spider-Man cup.
Can you close that other cabinet door? Need some light.
We need light in this video.
Perfect.
Alright, we'll
Wow.
put some filtered water in here. We store our grains in filtered water.
That to the
Okay.
brim.
Don't mess around with the storage water.
Right there?
That's good. So now we've got some grains swimming in some fresh water. Put a lid on it, take it home, and start your own
That's
Kefir making fun.
that's all I need, guys.
So the rest of these guys will enter our storage jar. If you wanted to go ahead and make a batch right after this, you could just put the grains back in another jar and keep going. But we've got plenty of Kefir in our house right now, so we're just making one batch
Yeah,
and storing
plenty
the,
of Kefir.
the grains.
Look
Alright,
at that.
once we've harvested out our grains, I'm just going to rinse these guys because I feel kind of lazy and I've got quite a few of them already. This is more than enough, by the way, to get
Wow.
a new batch.
You
You
need a
don't-
little perspective on there.
The more Kefir grains that you put in your batch, the faster it will ferment. And sometimes it's better to ferment a little slower. It gives it a more mild taste. If you ferment
There's
pretty
something
quickly-
green in it.
It's a little.
We don't know about things that are green around here. Excuse me.
Oh, so you put it back in there?
Mm-hmm.
Goes back in the jar. And then normally I would hand scrape all this, but I'm using
Do you
both my
store
hands. But if you wanted to, you could even come through here and just collect the last bit to go down the drain.
It's really yummy.
And so this goes great in smoothies or with honey by itself. Don't worry, honey doesn't kill probiotics, it only prevents them from propagating. So if there are probiotics in here, you still get all of them with some honey. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed our Saturday night fermentation beer drinking experience.
Extravaganza.
Brought to you by the
By Mr. Barbarian.
and friends.
And friends.